I grew up in California for the first 14 years of my life. Our neighborhood wasn't the best, mainly because it was an area that the Crips were known to reside in. If you don't know, the Crips are members of one of the biggest Los Angeles street gangs. My best friend, who I always called Stevie D, lived 2 doors down. We had other friends, of course, but we would often hang out just the 2 of us. We'd usually ride our bikes around town or play video games, just basic kid stuff. When we were 12, we were biking around the neighborhood one night and decided to visit a well-known abandoned house. It had been uninhabited for many years because no one would buy it for whatever reason. When we pulled up on our bikes to the front of the house, Stevie pointed to the window and said, "Look." I pushed my bike a little closer to the window and focused my vision on it. I could see someone peeking out the window. I couldn't tell if they were looking at us or not, but it was definitely a person's face sitting between the curtains. It was extremely strange considering the place had been abandoned for years. We stared for longer than we should have and noticed something else that was strange. The person didn't move their face at all. We inched a little closer onto the empty driveway. Upon getting closer, it appeared to be a Halloween decoration or something like a fake head. This meant someone had snuck into the house to put it there. Stevie D and I, being the mischievous kids we used to be, hatched an idea to sneak in through the back and check out the place. We hid our bikes on the side of the house behind an overgrown bush, then snuck into the yard. To our surprise, the back door was already unlocked. But when we thought about it, it wasn't that surprising considering someone had already broken in to put that fake head there. We stepped into the house but didn't want to turn the lights on and expose the fact that we were inside. It was dark in there but not pitch black, so we could make our way through the house. We got to the living room first because we wanted to check out that fake head in the window. It smelled really bad in that room. I picked up the head from the windowsill and immediately dropped it and screamed. I dropped it not because it was surprisingly heavy, but because it also felt like real skin. I saw a dark liquid pouring out from the bottom of the head that was now on the floor. It was blood. It was a real human head. There were 2 cracks in the ceiling above us. Stevie and I looked at each other with our mouths hanging open. We ran for the back door and got back on our bikes to get out of there. Anyone in our immediate area learned pretty soon that the head belonged to a victim of the Crips, who apparently placed the head there as some kind of message. I don't think anyone knew the full story, but there was a good chance whoever placed that head there was still in the house because Stevie and I both heard cracks in the ceiling above us, as if someone was coming downstairs.